Welcome back to Wicked F150. Today's video is sponsored by F150LEDs. Another shirt by them. That is, I really love the design on the front to begin with. But today we are installing a lower intake light bar. It is made to fit directly in between them two bars right there on the front of the intake. Now, if you do not have an EcoBoost engine, you do not have the 2-bar, you have the solid one, but on their site you can purchase this intake plastic along with the light bar directly from them, already cut, so that way you can install this light bar. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So up on my little workstation here I got, this would be the intake piece that they send you. As you can see, it's already cut out. If you do already have an EcoBoost engine with this particular intake piece and you're not worried about buying another one and you just want to cut it yourself, feel free. You can just measure it out, mark it, and cut it. I mean, you can use a Sawzall, a Dremel, whatever you want to cut through plastic. And there you go. For the holes on the ends, it's a 3/8 bit to mount the light bar itself into the ends. But that is the intake piece you can of course get. And let's open the box. So here, now one thing I really like about these guys at F150LEDs, they actually own F150s. So they test the products out themselves on their own trucks. They know what we need, what we would like, and they use their own products as well. I mean, a lot of companies make stuff for different vehicles and they don't know how well it's actually going to perform daily when they don't have that particular model. So you can actually go on their site and look at every person in their company and what they drive. I think that's pretty neat. But back to the box itself. Here would be the hardware to secure the bar. And of course it's packaged perfectly. I'm gonna need 2 hands. All right, now the light bar is out. That is how big it is. I believe it's 20 inches light bar. I know it is 90 watts and it is bright as, it's unbelievable. But of course the light bar, it will go in this way for the plug to be on the driver's side. And then you have your harness that you will plug into the light bar itself, run the connectors to the battery, and then up through the hood into the cab where you will place your switch. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so you want to take these bumper pieces off. As you can see, I already took that one off. Now they do have these pain in the butt clips and one of these pins that of course spread out through the hole. It is kind of a pain to get them up out of there. So I'm going to use 2 of these trim pieces. You don't really want to use a screwdriver or anything like that because you don't want to mess up the bumper. But this one's a little thicker, be able to get a little more pry on it. And no, nothing breaks. It's just the clips themselves releasing. So now that that is done, set them there. It has the same clips for the intake here. You're just going to want to pull them off. Both sides, of course. Now these are a little tough to get up out of there because I don't want to break them. So there's 2 on the ends, and then right here at the bar, and on each bar actually. So that intake is off. Like I said, you can buy another intake when you order the light bar. If you do not have an EcoBoost, so it's a solid, you want the 2-bar. So down here, let's go ahead and put these in. And this, so you can see the difference, that's really all the material you take out of there, which is super easy to cut yourself. If you already have an EcoBoost, so If you want a spare just in case, go ahead and order one from them when you get the light bar. But that then sits in there just like that. So I can get the hardware. Now you want to go ahead and put start the screws in first so you can line them up. All right, so you take your bolts, 2 of the longer ones. You take your rubber bushing. It has a big hole and then a small hole on the other side. And you're gonna put them together. Once you put it through here, you're just gonna roll it on the bolt itself the whole way until it meets the intake itself, so that way we can line up the light bar evenly. All right, now I got both bolts threaded into each end. All I did was 1 turn just to get it locked in. And now you want to make sure that you only do a turn or 2 on each side back and forth to make sure that the light bar is evenly spaced between each end of the intake. Let's go ahead and tighten these down evenly and throw it back in. All right, so you want to take your cord and pinch it in between this plastic piece here and the frame of the bumper for the bumper plate. Push it in there because you're going to be pushing it underneath the bumper itself. And go ahead and put the clip this back into place. And get them lined up. And there we go. I really like it. Looks good on the truck already. Now we got to get this up underneath the bumper before we put the bumper stop back on. So let's go ahead and do that. And it got dark on me. So of course put the bumper stops back on. The light is hooked up. Now, like I said, you got to take the cord on your driver's side up underneath the bumper. So you push it down through, and you can crawl up under here, up underneath, and pull it out right there. You pull it out, and then you're going to plug in your other side of the harness. Now, it does have this screw-on piece. You want to make sure that they are connected as tight as you can, and then screw this piece on. That's what gives it the watertight seal, so you don't have to worry about the plug getting bad or anything like that. So let's go up to the hood and see what we have there before we take a look at the light. So to get it down below there, you want to go inside of your air box, pull it up there, and drop it the whole way down to the ground right there. And that's where it plugs into. And this side, I ran right here, zip tied there to this bracket. And the other side that needs to go to the battery, ran it the whole way along the edge there. And of course you put your red to the positive, the black to the negative. And then of course I zip tied it back here to the end. And it does have a fuse, so you can unplug it if you need to. Just pull the fuse out and it won't work anymore. Now from there, this part was a little tricky. That rubber grommet you see right there, that's how you get the cord to inside the truck for the switch. Now from the outside, I couldn't really pull it out towards me, towards the front of the truck. I couldn't get a hold of it to pull it out because it's really stuck in there. So you just come on the inside of the truck right there, and that's where it is. And I just pushed out because the edge of the grommet right there kind of hooks and seals it. So you just push it out and ran the cord through. Now you can see the white connector here. That is the cord to the outside and your switch. Now, of course, all that extra is zip tied in case you need that extra amount of cord for any reason. They give it to you, which is better than not having enough. Absolutely. Imagine if you ordered this and you couldn't even get it through that rubber grommet there because you didn't have enough. So you definitely have plenty of cord, and you connect them. The white connectors, of course, and you can stick the switch anywhere you want. I put it there. That seems like, to me, the most logical place. It's just an adhesive backing. So you can literally put it anywhere. You can put it on the side of the steering wheel here, up underneath if you wanted it lower down with these switches. Of course, you can always buy or cut out another little slot right here and just stick it in there. But to me, that seemed like the most logical place. So let's go ahead and take a look at the light here. And there you go. Yes, the garage is dirty right now, but that is how bright that light is. It is crazy. Let's go see what it looks like from the front. You can't look directly at it or it literally blinds you. Definitely off-road use only. Farmer, need to see the cattle in the field. You're out looking for raccoons, pigs, if you're hunting or anything like that. This light will definitely come in handy. It'll work so good for a spotlight or something like that. Or if you're just an off-roader and you want more light out there while you're on the trail or anything like that, this will definitely give that to you. I mean, it is crazy amount of light. It really, really is. Let's go ahead and take it off-road real quick and see how it looks. All right, now that we are in a little construction zone right down the road, this is about the closest off-roading that I can get to without driving about an hour. So this is just headlights and fog lights, okay? Let's go ahead and turn the light bar on. As you can see, it makes a hell of a difference in front of you when, you know, it counts. You need to be able to see when you're off-road. Let's take it back off. Really makes a difference. Let's see this. That is an obscene amount of light. I mean, that light bar matched with the Cree headlights, it is a crazy amount of light. I hope you guys like the video. I hope you take a look at the light bar. They actually also have one that sits right here from about this corner to that corner right there. It's 40 inches. That will bracket, the mounting brackets on both sides are right here. You drill into this. So that can also, of course, even more. Take a look at the website, F150LEDs.com. They have a bunch of lighting stuff for the F150. I mean, it's a kind of a one-stop shop for any of your lighting needs. But I hope you guys liked the video. Hope you have a great week and hit that subscribe button. See y'all later.